Happy New Year, Patriots. Who's ready for some New Year's booms, guys, huh? Boom, 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 yeah. Where we go one, we go all, folks. And that's what we do every day. We fight, and fight we will on this New Year's Eve. Never interfere with an enemy while he's in the process of destroying himself. What a great tweet yesterday. We're going to go over that in 1 second. It is 1:02 on the East Coast, 10:02 on the West. It is New Year's Eve, guys, 12/31/2019. And I want to bring in my partner in justice, Shady Grooove. Shady.
Hello, bud. 172nd show we did in 2019. What a year, what a run. Man, I'm glad to be on this wall with you and glad to be here with all of you wonderful Patriots.
That's right, man. I tell you, Shady. So we decided to become Patriots about a year ago today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And so that year and a half, all that research, all the pay source stuff, all that was non-Patriot. So, you know, it's that spell is over. We are here for you to be true to Q, to be true to POTUS, to be true to myself, more importantly, and the one above. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's all about truth. Whether I like it or not, it's the truth. Whether you like it or not, it's the truth. Because there is nothing new under the sun. We just have to align our consciousnesses to accept the truth, Shady.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. And I think that that's what everyone out there has done, has really come a long way in getting this message out to other people. And really, I'm proud of everyone for being so good on Twitter and stuff. I know that some people go off the rails, but most of you have been really good in trying to direct people to the information, show people the information, explain that this is about the president getting reelected, and it's about it's about our nation. It's about our country, and we want to keep it. We want our republic intact.
Yeah, we are fighting for the republic, folks, not the democracy. Okay? And that's one thing that, you know, Donald J. Trump is a threat to the democracy. And you know what I say to that, Shady? I say, boom, because yes, he is. And another,
he absolutely is.
Boom. There we go. Look at this. So this is Ice-T at final level. Daily game. Let the haters dig their own graves. Hashtag 2020. What is that in the background, Shady?
That's a cue.
Ashley Cohen, thank you so very much. Love you very much. Thank you. Look at this. This is amazing. I've always kind of liked Ice-T. You know, Body Count. They got a new song out and everything that's kind of interesting as well. If you listen to the words, can't play it because we'll get, you know how it goes. You know, we'll get, one of those, copyright strikes or whatever. But this is Ice-T retweeting Q, and everybody flipped a lid, dude.
Yes, they did, and they went after him and tried to get him to take it down, and he kind of stood his ground, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He really did. I said, God bless you, final level, where we go one, we go all. Over there to Ice-T there. I always want to say Ice Cube, but let's go to Mediate, because this is it. This is Mediaite. Ice-T confounds Twitter by posting QAnon memes, says he doesn't know what it is and refuses to delete. And I said, good fought. I meant good for final level. Do you know what QAnon is, Mediate? Why don't you ask the question to @Real Donald Trump? Let's look at this.
No one wants to ask him that question.
No. No, so this is it. This is our Ice-T. So rapper and actor Ice-T confused social media users on Monday after he posted a meme apparently related to the QAnon or conspiracy theory, QAnon. Then refused to take it down. Oh my God. Daily Game, let the haters dig their own graves. Hashtag 2020 posted Ice-T along with a picture of a quote in front of the giant flaming Q. Deplorable proud. Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. Look at this. So as previously reported by Mediaites Caleb Ekarma, QAnon is a theory that alleges the president is secretly working with the military to unfurl a multinational cable of elite ritualistic pedophiles.
Huh.
Nexium?
Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein? Did he kill himself?
No.
So maybe there is something to that, Caleb. Huh? What do you think? What do you guys think out there? Is there something to that quote?
Oh, it's so unrealistic.
So those who believe in the theory can often be identified by their heavy use of the letter Q, including the version that Ice-T shared, and the phrases, where we go one, we go all, often shortened to where we go one, we go all, and trust the plan, and references to the Great Awakening. QAnon supporters reacted enthusiastically to Ice-T's post, making comments such as, where we go one, we go all, Ice, welcome to the team, and very cool T, welcome to the Great Awakening. There you go. Really there is Ronnie Satanic Panic Baker. This is some weird ass heel turn shit. LMAO Ice Q. What is that? Why did that person has a check mark?
I have no idea what that means or who it is.
That's weird. Oh no, Justin! Look at all the blue check marks going. Oh no, Will Summer. Oh Will.
Oh, of course he's there.
Will, look at there's Willie. Hey Ice-T, you are awesome, and if you want to support Trump, that's fine. But as a former Trump supporter myself, I should inform you that QAnon symbol is part of the MAGA cult. David Wiseman says.
Yeah, you know who that guy is, right?
No.
The David Wiseman is the guy who they were claiming voted for Trump in 2016, but wouldn't be voting for him in 2020, and then it turned out that he didn't even vote at all. So he was like a media, fake story, and it turned out he admitted later he didn't even vote at all. So they were trying to say that he was a Trump voter who changed. So they're putting his quote in there like he's somebody. And unfortunately for QAnon conspiracy theorists, the rapper and actor soon clarified that he didn't actually know what QAnon was. I have no idea what it is. I just like the quote he explained. So still, Ice-T refused to take down the post, telling one poster to eat a beep after they suggested doing so. Whatever, dude. Right? Attention. If I post or say something you don't like, please unfollow, eat a beep. Thank you, DFs. Are always trying to start some poop. Like I give a flying F. It's Twitter, nothing more. LOL. This is so stupid. The background image is barely a visible Q symbol. I'm a political junkie and know the stupidity of QAnon and didn't even make the connection until people started replying. People have nothing better to do. Wow, QAnon is so stupid, Shady. I know, it's just stupid. All of you guys out there are stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, anybody that pays attention to the real news is stupid.
Because we knew that North Korea was clown controlled and a clown op.
And I know that what's going on in Iraq right now are Iranian militant military people, not Iraqi protesters.
Songbabe says Ice-T is a potty mouth.
Yeah, well, that's
okay. He is. I agree. But several Republican political candidates. Yeah, right. Several Republican political candidates have revealed as QAnon conspiracy theorists. In Fox News, White House correspondent Kevin Corke took a photograph of a coffee cup with a Q written on it in March, which many saw as a wink to the conspiracy theory. QAnon banners have also made appearances at rallies for President Donald Trump, and even the president himself had run-ins with QAnon supporting social accounts on social media. In October, and model actress, Chrissy Teigen went on a Twitter rant against QAnon supporters for baselessly claiming her and her husband John Leonard secretly operate a pedo ring. But they have been to Haiti many, many times, and it is kind of weird. Not saying that is the truth because I don't have the truth.
Q did point us to him and talked about the song that he wrote.
Yeah.
That was supposedly a benefit for Haiti, and I think he was insinuating that none of the money that you got went to Haiti, much less who knows what else that you're up to. But they got real defensive real quick.
That's right. Mikhail Sparling, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. So there we go. That's awesome, guys. Hat tip to Ice T. We're gonna call him Ice Q now.
Ice, don't do that.
No.
No.
But I've actually seen him live with Jane's Addiction, and he's never been afraid to speak his mind. And they've got that song together that says "Don't call me Whitey N" and "Don't call me N Whitey." Making fun of how people are just so ridiculously politically correct, guys.
And that's part of what's degraded our conversation, and it's part of the reason that we're in a mess where we're being told that there's 150 different genders. I mean, like we've really let it slip a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very interesting that they're really protecting Mediaite is all for a LARP, thinking that they had to write a whole article about this, Shady.
Yeah, and I mean that just shows their panic.
So let's see what Andrew Breitbart told us. How prog guru John Podesta isn't a household name as the world-class underage sex slave op cover-upper defending unspeakable dregs escapes me. Then General Flynn says, you decide. NYPD blows the whistle on new Hillary emails, money laundering, sex crimes with children, etc. Must read. And Donald Trump says, got to do something about these missing children grabbed by the perverts. Too many incidents, fast trial, death penalty.
I agree with that.
There must be something to it, guys. Yes, rest in peace, Andrew Breitbart. Yes. Look at that. Something must be to it. Something must be to that, Shady.
And also, with Andrew Breitbart, we've had some conversations with other people in the alternative news trying to explain to us that he wasn't trying to expose John Podesta, and I disagree with that completely. I think that he knew exactly what was going on, and that's the reason they took him out.
Yep. Absolutely. Check this out, Shady. This was on MIT Press. Ethan Zuckerman delves into how conspiracists' community surrounding QAnon represents a hazardous new form of participatory civics and digital storytelling.
Oh, we're telling a story now of like multiple endings or something.
Yeah, it's called The Truth.
Yeah, it hurts.
Everybody's saying incoming Q drop. I don't see it yet, guys, but that would be amazing. Usually 1 o'clock. Hello, Q. Hope you're watching. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to the Q team in fighting for our republic, I should say, right? And here is and I keep having to like this tweet, Shady. See that?
Because they're taking it away.
Yeah, they take it away. Wow. So everybody's saying Q. All right, let's see. Don't have it yet. Let's go look in our Discord. Nope. New Q. Not yet. I don't see it yet, guys, but there could be. Let's wait for it to come over the aggregators. Shady, if you want to look too while we're doing that.
I don't see it.
Obama says that, we talked about this, I think, yesterday, for nominating Obama for Supreme Court. He doesn't even have a law license. I think we did talk about that.
Yeah, we did, and he doesn't.
Yeah, he did, and he doesn't. We talked about the Space Force. They've got a new, Twitter account, guys, and it's the official United States Space Force Twitter. Stay up to date on all things Space Force. Follow, retweets, and likes do not equal endorsement. But why do we need a Space Force? We all know why, right? I replied to them with the NRO thread, Shady.
Good.
Yeah,
because we need to bring this all back to our control and get it out of Chinese control.
That's right. Let's watch this quick. This is pretty good. pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I don't see any Q drops on the board. I'm actually on the board right now, Shady.
No, I don't see anything either.
Nope.
Or anybody talking to him, so.
Yep, no Q drops, guys. Not yet. But if Q wants to post, hey, feel free. We're here for you. And Happy New Year. So I thought that was a really cool little thing to show. Get over there and follow Space Force. Shady, I can't find the corruption. We can't say his name, but guys, can you find Waldo? Where is he, Shady?
Where is Waldo?
This is a great tweet.
I don't see him up in the top left. I can't see him in the middle.
So Shady says, find the corruption. I see a whistleblower. Definitely not as hard as finding Waldo.
I had to troll him a little bit.
I love it. I love it, dude. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm still
everybody knows who this guy is, and a lot of people are going to be surprised to learn that he, in my research, looks like to have been a real interesting part of creating the dossier.
Right.
Initially. But he's a whistleblower.
No, he can't be. I mean, we can't.
Whenever you're doing that.
They're like treating him like No Name. We can't say his name. Maybe
exactly.
They're saying we can't say his name because it really is No Name.
Well, we can't investigate Biden.
No, can't. Nope.
So,
nope.
You know, I mean, and you know, the corrupt politicians are our heroes, according to the news.
We've got greetings from Ireland. We've got so many people from around the world here. Tommy Galloway, thank you so much. Greetings to you, my friend. Wow, that's awesome, isn't it?
That is
awesome. You guys, Kiwis here. We got New Zealand. We got everybody from all over the world. I bet we got some people from Holland here too, Shady. Betcha. I betcha.
I agree with you.
I betcha. All right, so this was pretty cool. This was the other day. This was Matt Gaetz. This is pretty good.
Is there any doubt that the President of the United States knows absolutely how to speak alpha male? First, he called Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man, sort of rattled him, got him in the right posture to then be able to send love letters back and forth. The only relationship maybe more complicated than the Trump-Kim Jong-un relationship is the Trump-Erdogan relationship, and I cannot believe it did not make your list of great presidential moments when Trump sent Erdogan possibly the greatest letter in all of presidential communications.
Oh, yeah.
When he said, I know how to destroy you. I could completely destroy you, and I will call you later. It sounds like every conversation I've had with an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love it.
But he is, you know, he's driving the force of who we are as a country. Like, he's speaking up for us. He's not just handing out. And now we see why they were handing out so much stuff.
That's right.
They want to give it away so they could get more back.
That's right. That's right.
And well, now that's not going to work anymore.
And Angel, you be careful driving. No typing and driving. Precious cargo.
YouTube texting and driving?
Yeah, precious cargo.
Please stop that.
All right. This is I just dropped the link there, right there, Shady. This is the link to all my threads, guys. Look at this. This is how long I've been doing it, guys. They're still here. Okay, so if you want to check out threads, I mean, look at load more. Look at this, October 29th. Here we go. Going all the way down. There's July 19. Look at this. This is all for you guys, right? And there's not just Q posts in here. There's Brilliant Anon's research, guys. This is amazing stuff from the Brilliant Anons, from me to you guys. This is our stuff, guys. All of it. Every single thread, guys. This is how long I've been doing this. Look at this. These are all the Q alerts, Shady. You guys see that? Save that link, get the premium, and save PDFs, guys. Look at this. 11:13. These are all of Q posts that are all on my timeline, folks. And if you want to go back and get memes too, memes are in there. All right. What do you think of that, Shady?
I think it's a lot of info.
Look at this. These are all Q posts. I've been doing this for a long time for you all. All right, so there you go. Wanted to just share that because somebody said, hey, your thread reader is gone. It's here. It's here, guys. And Shady, yeah, it's in there. It's in there. Christian Supreme says, thank you, Bill Cooper, for your amazing... This is from our show yesterday, the tribute we did, Shady. Look at this. Sue Thompson said, you guys put on such a courageous show today. Wow. Please keep charging ahead. We need you guys and your courage and courage and truth. Thank you so much. I have been a Patreon for a while. I've learned so much from you, from both of you. Where we go, one we go all. MAGA. Much love. Look at that, guys. That right there means the world to Shady and I. Right there.
Yes, it really does, and that's the reason. I mean, I can't think of a more noble cause than to speak up for those who were silenced and to bring the truth to the forefront instead of it getting aggregated down in the mix. You know, that's kind of the problem that we have, is that we have nice, pretty, clean looking people sitting on TV in suits that are paid really healthy salaries to lie to your face.
That's right.
And so, you know, that's a big problem. This right here is spectacular, bro.
Yeah, look at this pilot.
Let's just let it play for a second. Don't tell them.
Just
what do you guys see here?
What do you guys see? Let's see. He's driving around.
There's going to be people out there that have seen this already, but this is just super. I love it. I've watched it at least 3 times already.
Make pilots great again. It looks like it's
just to be able to say, you know, a little bit more about the stuff that we've been doing here, this show, all of you guys, all of the work that goes on behind the scenes with the moderators. It's the end of 2019. We're moving into 2020, an election year. It's going to be something spectacular to watch, to see the completion of the first term of President Donald Trump. He has, you know, I think we're going to go into here in a few minutes the long list of accomplishments that this guy's made. But man, I tell you, you know, I see these videos of this guy walking up to the police officers, taking time to make sure that he speaks to all of the soldiers whenever he goes to visit them. This is and coupled with all of you paying attention and wanting to know more and sharing with your friends and willing to put yourselves on the line in your personal lives. 2019 has been a heck of a year, and it has been the year of the boomerang, because everyone is talking about corruption and Biden, and that is a beautiful thing. Look at this, guys. What do you see? They've got it.
They've got it already. Yep. They do.
Year of the boomerang.
There he is right there. There's our dude.
That is an expert pilot. Look how he like marks it at the end. He gets out.
Isn't that amazing?
He's got to have something he's like working off of in his lap or something. That is just super cool.
That's amazing.
And then he comes back and what, tracks his own flight, I guess, right?
Yeah. Amazing, dude.
Pepe.
All right, so let me just go ahead and make this a little bit smaller here. Did you see this on the X-Files? Dropping serious truth bombs. I may not be able to play it here, but you know, check it out. Very, very interesting, because they, you know, it's funny how they tell you what they're doing, right?
They have to.
They have to. That's right.
You know, that's part of this, is that they can't deceive you without telling you what they're doing to you.
So this was like getting no traction, Shady. And
yeah, because it says a lot.
Yeah, it's basically your guide, folks. This is follow the guide. This is your guide. So I actually did a video on it. I couldn't get it all in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but you know, get that out there. And I said, this tweet is being censored, and look what happened, guys. Let's see. Where did it go?
You're almost, I think you might be past it.
I might have passed it. Yeah, this tweet is being censored, and everybody, and I go, you know what to do, and everybody jumped on and said, let's do this. Let's get this going. Let me see, where is it?
I thought it was there.
I thought it was right there too. Did they take it out? There it is, right there. Look at that, 3,000 likes, 3.3 thousand retweets, folks. This needs to get out there. This is one of the most amazing works of an anon, and from one of the most amazing Q posts. This is exactly what happened, guys. This is what we're fighting for. And I don't care what party anybody wants to identify themselves with. This kind of crap should not happen, because it wasn't. It was a bipartisan effort, guys. You know,
this is what a lot of people who are in the mainstream media conveniently ignore, and they want to talk about more of the salacious aspects of Q and the operation, but they really don't want to talk about this, because if they talk about this, they have to stop talking about Russia, because we knew it wasn't Russia from the beginning. I mean, even before Q Matrixxx, I didn't necessarily think that this stuff was coming from Russia.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
wasn't convinced that it was Russians hacking our elections, and come to find out, our intuition was spot on. But this is within a month or within 2 months of the beginning of Q, and it explains to you that they were spying on not just the president, but also other members of his campaign and other senators and House members and anyone who was supporting him. They were going after illegally before any crossfire, hurricane, or anything.
That's right.
They were doing it the whole time. And it doesn't have anything to do with Hillary. It doesn't have anything to do, well, it has to do with Hillary, but it doesn't have anything to do with pedo ring or any of the other stuff they try to like knock off as like fake news. But it is talking to you about what actually happened. Did the information get to WikiLeaks through Russia?
Right.
Or through Seth Rich? We know the truth.
Right. And here's real quick, let's just play a little bit of this. All right, 1 of 22 investigations ongoing at the DOJ. The DNC breach dossier. The first one is the investigation of the Democratic National Committee breach dossier. The DNC was breached by Seth Rich. Seth Rich, staffer at the Democratic National Committee. WikiLeaks is who Seth Rich sent the data to. Hussein Obama, DNI director Clapper, and clown director John O'Brennan found out about Seth Rich. Class 1 through 12. There's 12 other unnamed people involved. Google funded CrowdStrike with $100 million. Google is CIA. CrowdStrike. Brennan, Clapper used CrowdStrike through Google to find the leaker. DNC National Committee finds out Seth Rich is the leaker. SR 187, murder. MS-13 did it. 2 of them killed. They're killed too. An example was made of Seth Rich, and he was murdered by 2 MS-13 gang members, which themselves are killed. Debbie Wasserman Schultz shuts down the investigation into Seth Rich. Democratic National Commission finds out Seth Rich is the leaker, right? So we got that. FBI DOJ assist in covering up the investigation. Insurance. Could Wiener laptop or reference to Peter Strzok text meaning with Andy McCabe? Rothschilds, Soros, Saudis, all involved. Hussein Obama, HRC, Hillary, Loretta Lynch, LL, Comey, McCabe, Strzok, all conspired to create the dossier to support CS, NP, AS, class 1 through 5, all the way to class 6. Classes are class 1 are senators, expire in 2019. Class 2 expire in 2021. Class 3 in 2023. British intel used to get the Russian dirt for the dossier. HRC can't pay. Hillary Clinton's camp paid for the dossier, her campaign. DNC paid for the dossier, and classified persons 1 through 4 also paid through the dossier. Steele, Fusion GPS, who paid Christopher Steele for the dossier. You guys get it. This is your guide. Holder relay, special Russia. Russia gives the dirt to Special Agent Steele and relays the dirt to Eric Holder. Class 1 through 9 people, 9 unnamed people involved. No name, that's... See, I couldn't get it all in there, but look at that. Pretty amazing, guys. Learn this whole tweet or post, because it's a doozy.
And also just realize it's not complete. There's other unnamed people in this document.
That's right. And if you want to hear the whole thing,
we know the Q team knows, and for whatever reason didn't release to us.
Yeah. So exactly right, Shady. And if you want to hear the whole yesterday's show, Shady read the whole thing, and it was a lot longer than 2 minutes and 20 seconds because this post is so long. But Shady did a great job on this yesterday's show, so grab that. Kathy, haven't been on Patriots Soapbox. I'm still banned from there. Sorry about that. I'd love to go back on there. I miss them. So this is what's happening today too. Iran killed an American contractor, wounding many. We strongly responded and always will. Now Iran is orchestrating an attack on the U.S. Embassy in Iraq. They will be held fully responsible. In addition, we expect Iraq to use its forces to protect the embassy, and so notified, guys.
Oh, so you mean this isn't Iraqi protesters?
No.
But the news.
Well, here's Mark. He's saying it's an armed Iraqi militia.
Yeah, this guy is, but the other news on TV isn't.
Right.
They're saying it's Iraqi protesters.
It looks like military, right? Don't they have military thing? Here's
Iranian rebels.
right.
رحم الله والديكم ورجع لورا شباب علاوي شباب الله يبارك فيكم ورجع لورا رحم الله والديكم رجعوا اليوم كل زين دراسات الجامعات ما شفنا.
So this is kind of what's going on over there. Here we go. Look at that.
Note the yellow flags.
Yeah.
This is Iranian, and they are, this is similar to the drone incident, everything else. They're doing everything they can to try to incite violence from the current administration, and our power is in resisting it.
That's right. And
I also wonder if we're setting up a little bit of a map here to say this is the way President Trump deals with an insurgency at an embassy, as opposed to the way 44 dealt with it.
That's right. And remember, Iran is run by the clowns, folks.
They are the deep state.
Right.
They're not some individual boogeyman.
So deep state-backed militia fighters, Iranian-backed, right? They gathered outside the main gate.
Deep state clown ops.
Right. And there they are. Here we are. Here you go. Look at, here's some more pictures here.
And Kevin Rogers says Soros funded, and it's definitely possible that it's Soros funded, but you got to realize we as a deep state have been controlling everything in Iran since previous to the 1900 year. Okay, we've been there a long time. It's taken 100 years to secure a perfect boogeyman that they were going to present to you as a way for us to get into World War III. They started this plan in the late 1800s for 3 world wars. So Soros is part of it, but you've got a lot of people that are entangled in your own government that are part of it.
That's right. And remember, Soros, he doesn't, he pays for this stuff like Antifa, and his wealth doesn't go down. We pay for it, folks.
Exactly. You pay for it.
You pay for it. We're paying for the enemy that we're fighting. Isn't that just insane?
Yeah. It seems like the world turned on its head, just like we're trying to untangle.
That's right. So here are the following 15 GOP governors that have hopped on board the mass migration bandwagon. If you're in Iowa, call up Kim Reynolds. Arizona, Doug Ducey. Oklahoma, Kevin Stitt. Bill Lee of Tennessee. North Dakota, Doug Burgum. Kristi Noem of South Dakota, Chris Sununu of New Hampshire, Gary Herbert of Utah, Nebraska, Pete Ricketts, West Virginia, Jim Justice, Eric Holcomb of Indiana, Phil Scott of Vermont, Charlie Baker of Massachusetts, Ohio, Mike DeWine, Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas, all need to be called if you're in their purview. If you're in their state, call them up, guys.
Yeah, and tell them we're good with bringing illegal voters in.
Right. We don't need any more.
Yeah, we don't need any more illegal voters. We're good.
That's right.
Full. The president said America was full.
And we can't afford it, guys. Can we?
Not now. No, we can't.
Nope. We're broke, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So I wanted to kind of real quick touch on this real quick. This is the treason and sedition at the highest levels thread. This is the placeholders. If you recall, Q's placeholders, right?
Patriots fight.
Non-Patriots fight, right. So this is let the unsealing begin, let the D-class begin, let the world witness the truth. And these are the placeholders on the OIG report and findings, placeholders, FBI, DOJ, media collusion. All of this is on here. This is treason right here. These folks right here pictured are guilty of treason. Okay, and we know what it's punishable of. What is it? U.S. Code 2318, right? 2381, excuse me. We have a very special place picked out for GS, really special. And there's Schumer. There's Bill Hillary. Who's that? Is that Rice? Who's that? I can't remember. Yeah, that's Huma. Oh my gosh, Huma. Chuck. Barack. There's Rice. Holder. Oh no, that's
That's Jarrett.
yeah, Valerie Jarrett. Thank you. And Kerry and Holder. These guys are guilty, guys. And let's have a trial. Let's have a trial. Vicky, happy 2020 Trump and Q wins. And we all win. That's right. Absolutely right there. Michael, thank you. Britain is packed to the rafters. Yes, they are. That's for certain. Here's some more, guys. Treason. Okay, and let's find out. Like, instead of like fighting on Twitter saying, "Oh, QAnon is not real. Oh, these guys aren't," let's bring it out, folks.
Talk about what's really going on.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me to watch. I don't know. It's interesting to me to see how like the reaction is going out there, and what people are really saying about, kind of in the mainstream, even in the alternative media, about how these people are still going to be protected in the future. So it's like, we look at this graph of the FBI, DOJ that shows all these people that were removed. Like all these deep state players actually don't really know that many people that protected them have been taken out of these positions yet.
That's right.
We know that because we've been paying attention to this stuff, but they think all this stuff, they're not, even though they're saying the Q is fake, it's not like they're reading it and deciding it's fake. They are just running their narrative.
That's right. I mean, look at this, Shady. On an OIG report, page 294, Hillary Clinton and Foundation crime against children. Hello? Anybody that is protecting that? Ugh, no words, guys.
Every single bit of the mainstream media protects that.
They're protecting that. HRC open source server, missing emails, CrowdStrike. They granted access, betrayed. This will be made public
media,
soon.
We mean Hollywood, we mean publishing companies, we mean all of the media. They all protect this. Everything that's in this category of what's really going on behind the scenes, from Cooper to anybody else that wrote a book, they're all over here in this conspiracy theory genre, right?
That's right.
You don't give any credit to the truth, and you pretend like the truth is the lie. Think mirror.
That's right. And by the way, thank you, 27 Sparkle. Dark to Light is right. Why are children in Haiti in high demand? How are they smuggled out? Adoption process? Local staging ports friendly to Clinton Foundation? Track donations. Cross against location relative to Haiti.
I tell you, after seeing all of the stuff that's gone on down there and hearing all the different people who lived through what happened in Haiti, I'm not certain that they didn't create the earthquake to begin with.
And let's not forget our 4 Americans in Benghazi. Sean
I was
Smith.
thinking about this morning. Do you think that what's going on in the embassy now might set up to be a little bit of a difference between what happened in Benghazi and what we're getting ready to take care of in Iraq?
That's right.
I don't know, because something big is happening. It seems like the deep state playbook is about played up, and they've got to throw something major at it.
Yeah. And look at what they did there. This is fake news, guys, apparently. We're fake news is what they call us.
Mm-hmm.
This is, look at this. This is part of the body bags. I mean, there's 36. Seth Rich is on there, guys. A lot of them. There's a lot more than that, too. Look at this. Missing. Where are the children? Seriously. Where are the children? Where are they, guys? Haiti, Red Cross, classified, high priority. Haiti focus. Why is this relevant? What comes next? CF, boom, shock, buy, Admiral R, guys.
We have it all.
Yeah, but Q is not real, Shady. This is why they want to just attack Q. They don't want to attack the information. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to say, they don't want to know that we have questions about Haiti. They'll lose the black vote once Haiti is revealed.
They don't want to know we have questions about Seth Rich.
Yeah.
They don't want to know we have questions about WikiLeaks and Julian Assange. They were building up Julian Assange for years and years and years as some sort of matriarch, and then all of a sudden he started working with Russia.
Right.
What the heck changed? And who is the only real news source out there who's never retracted anything or never put out anything that didn't turn out to be true, and that's WikiLeaks.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Or Julian Assange when he was there anyway, but none of it's been removed. I mean, we obviously were killing the people in Iraq. All the information he was releasing about what was happening really on the ground in Iraq was completely different than what the news was telling you, because the news was showing you like all the helicopters and the bombs we were using and the fire and fury and you know, the what was a shock and awe, right?
Yeah.
You know, shock and awe. For what? Like, we just ruined a modern city for one person?
Yep.
It's ridiculous on its face, and no one seems to want to talk about the truth.
So Gary Higherside Chats gets it. U.S. spent over $6 trillion in the Middle East. The Fed holds over $4 trillion in U.S. treasuries. U.S. military defends bankers, and we the people are trillions in debts. Yeah, so they protect the United States of America and body politic trust. That's exactly what they're protecting.
The trillions of debt is a facade.
It's wrong. It's not even there. It's not even real, guys.
It doesn't exist. It's pretend. You guys got to understand that there's only so much gold. There's only so much money. There's only so much real resource. What they've done is they've tricked you into thinking that it should cost you something every year to use their paper, and they hold the gold for you. That's no longer a reality. You got to recognize that this is changing because we're waking up.
Yep.
We're changing it.
Yep. There you go. Look at this. So think private email addresses, HRC, Hussein, LL. They think they are clever. Hussein, HRC, and many more must be terrified. Ahmadinejad is talking. Where did all the money go? How many planes? Where did the planes land? Why were clowns private contractors escorting? Why cash? Why offshore cash? Why wasn't Congress notified for approval? Where did the bank wires originate from?
This is all fake, by the way.
Who are the Muslim Brotherhood? Who is Awan? Who is Huma? Who is VJ? Who created ISIS? Is? Who controlled is?
Depends on what your definition of the word is.
ISIS.
Boom.
Who is MS-13? Who controls MS-13? Who funds it? Hard to swallow. Watch the news. Stages.
We must bring them to heel.
What if the steel used for military grade projects was made inferior by our enemies as a method to weaken? What if Hussein knew and authorized this? Renegade. America
That seems like a heck of a news story.
America's been sold to the highest bidder. America has been weakened on purpose.
Exactly.
Their depths of treason is unimaginable. Pure evil. Hell on earth would be an HRC victory, guys. Loop Capital, CEOs, board of directors, paying to play, slush fund. Follow the money. Focus on the loudest voices in Washington. Net worth. Reconcile.
I mean, look at that. Look at all the truth that we see in front of us. These things are real. This stuff did happen. They sent $1 billion plus in cash to Iran.
That's right.
And the whole time, I mean, like, when do you, like, and what, sorry, but what, like you could actually report that this person, this country is an enemy. They're so super bad, blah, 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 and we're going to give them $1 billion to fund their military. What the, in cash.
Right.
And the whole country thinks, oh, Obama's a genius.
And look at what George Soros said in Newsweek, 1979. I've made my life's mission to destroy the United States. I hate this country and I hate all the people in it. George Soros. Yay!
Feelings mutual.
What a great guy. Sedition. Paul and Nancy Pelosi Charitable Foundation.
Corruption.
Fires. Big error. Pelosi admits travel to North Korea passed. Archive immediately. They have tried to cover this. It's relevant because North Korea was the deep state's missile training ground, right? That's where they were doing it, guys. That's where they moved their operations to, folks. Iran, North Korea, China, not Russia. How do you obstruct oversight? How do you obtain inside knowledge to closed-door financial investigations? Maxine Waters, California ranking member. Those who are the loudest have to fear have the most to fear. Hide? How are senators worth many millions of dollars, Joe Biden? How does Maxine Waters live in a $4 million home? How many past current politicians have foundations or institutes corrupt, broken, traitors, justice, jail, death, Q? Now you see why they're afraid of Q.
Well, that seems intimidating.
It does.
They think that's violent.
Yeah.
That's not violence. That's justice.
Here we go. Who's this, LL? Public interest keep high. Uranian 1, FBI informant, Awan, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Paki Intel, Muslim Brotherhood, Tarmac meeting, Supreme Court, LL deal. AS 187. Q. That's Antonin Scalia. That was obviously a very interesting death as well. Who's this, Pocahontas? Do you know she is the CPA? She holds the trust, the purse, guys. This is where they're getting their illegal crap.
This is the organization they set up to basically fund the propaganda.
Yeah. Here you go.
Consumer Protection Agency should tell you everything you need to know. Consumer Destruction Agency.
Corruption, infiltration, slush fund, folks.
You pay us and we'll approve whatever it is you want to sell to America.
Right.
Doesn't matter how destructive, toxic, metallic, poisonous, regardless, just pay us here at the door and then go ahead and sell whatever you'd like to sell. Here, yeah, bring in the fentanyl too, however much you can get out there. Get it out there.
Yeah, what state does Senator Feinstein represent, guys?
California.
Yeah. Dragonfly. Look here, Russia. Do not look here, China. All inside roads to China are being closed. That's why they don't like the tariffs, folks. Ding, 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 ding. Hello.
That's why they don't like any of this.
You guys are getting this, right? There you go. So that's that thread. I thought it was very important to bring that up again, Shady.
Yeah, because I think mainly because we're getting ready to go over some unbelievable accomplishments here in a few minutes, and we wanted to show a contrasting comparison.
So this was, Shady just alluded to it, great segue. This is Robbie Starbuck on Twitter, at Robbie Starbuck on Twitter. This is a list of Trump accomplishments in the years of 2017, 18, and 19, all while getting attacked, tried to be stopped in every way. Everything is so good. I mean, impeach. He got all this done, folks.
Mueller. Russia. Attack. No, 94-6% media. I think we talked about this maybe yesterday. 94-6 compared to Bush, 60-40 compared to Obama, 60-40 compared to other Bush, 60-40 compared to Clinton, 60-40, bad to good news. Perfect balance all the time in your media until, boom, November of 2016.
That's right.
94-6. So that means that the media, 6 controlled companies, are 100% against your president, and the small amount of alternative media is out there having a little bit of a voice in the dark.
That's right.
That's what's happening. That should, to me, and this is before Q, this was before this guy was elected, Matrixxx. I was actually in California the day he announced. I was flying home from California the day that he announced, and I looked at my lady and I said, you know what? I was like, this guy has something up his sleeve. I felt it back then, and then as he became moved into the campaign, it was unlike any other human being I'd ever seen act in the campaign. He systematically took them apart one by one, because now we know it was easy because he had all the information on them.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that hard to embarrass them in public.
That's right.
But we want to talk about some of the accomplishments of Mr. Trump.
All right, so here's the list. At Robbie Starbuck compiled this. This week, Trump signed 3 bills for Native people. One gives compensation to the Spokane tribe for their loss of their lands in the mid-1900s. One reauthorizes funding for native language programs, and other gives the federal recognition to the Little Shell tribe of Chippewa Indians in Montana. Not good enough. Impeach. Shady, next one.
This month, Trump finalized the creation of Space Force as our 6th military branch.
Not good enough. Impeach. This month, Trump signed a law to make cruelty to animals a federal felony so that animal abusers face tougher consequences.
Not good enough. Impeach. Violent crime has fallen every year he's been in office after rising the 2 years before he was elected.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed a bill making CBD and hemp legal.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump's EPA gave $100 million to fix the water infrastructure problem in Flint, Michigan.
Not good enough. Impeach. Under Trump's leadership in 2018, the U.S. surpassed Russia and Saudi Arabia to become the world's largest producer of crude oil.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed a law ending the gag orders on pharmacists that prevented them from sharing money and saving information.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed the Allow States and Victims to Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act, which includes the Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act, which both give law enforcement and victims new tools to fight sex trafficking.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed a bill to require airports to provide spaces for breastfeeding mothers.
Not good enough. Impeach. The 25% lowest paid Americans enjoyed a 4.5% income boost in November of 2019 that outpaces a 2.9% gain in earnings for the country's highest paid workers.
Not good enough. Impeach. Low-wage workers are benefiting from higher minimum wages and corporations that are increasing entry-level pay.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump signed the biggest wilderness protection and conservation bill in a decade and designated 375,000 acres as protected land.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed the Save Our Seas Act, which funds $10 million per year to clean tons of plastic and garbage from the oceans.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed an executive order this year that forces all healthcare providers to disclose the cost of their services so that Americans can comparison shop and know how much less providers are charging insurance companies.
Not good enough. Impeach. When signing that bill, he said no American should be blindsided by bills for medical services they never agreed to in advance.
Not good enough. Impeach. Hospitals will now be required to post their standard charges for services, which include gross charges, the negotiated rates with insurers, and the discounted price a hospital is willing to accept from a patient.
Not good enough. Impeach. He signed a bill this year allowing some drug imports from Canada so that prescription prices would go down.
Not good enough. Impeach. In the 8 years prior to President Trump's inauguration, prescription drug prices increased by an average of 3.6% per year. Fast forward to today, and prescription drug prices have seen year-over-year declines in 9 of the last 10 months, with a 1.1% drop as the most recent month. In June 2019, the United States saw the largest single-year drop, 2% year-over-year decline in prescription drug prices since 1967.
Wow. Not good enough. Impeach. Created a White House VA hotline to help veterans and principally staffed it with veterans and direct family members of veterans.
That's not good enough. Impeach. VA employees are being held accountable for poor performance with more than 4,000 VA employees removed, demoted, and suspended so far.
Not good enough. Impeach. He issued an executive order requiring the Secretaries of Defense, Homeland Security, and Veterans Affairs to submit a joint plan to provide veterans access to mental health treatment as they transition to civilian life.
Not good enough. Impeach. Because of a bill signed and championed by President Trump in 2020, most federal employees will see their pay increase by an average of 3.1%, the largest raise in more than 10 years.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed into law up to 12 weeks of paid parental leave for millions of federal workers.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump administration will provide HIV prevention drug for free to 200,000 uninsured patients per year for 11 years.
Not good enough. Impeach. All-time record sales during the 2019 holiday season.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed an order allowing small businesses to group together when buying insurance so they can get it at a better price, guys.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump signed the Preventing Maternal Deaths Act, which was written by a Republican lawmaker that provides funding for states to develop maternal mortality review committees to better understand maternal complications and identify solutions, and largely focuses on reducing the higher mortality rates for Black Americans.
Not good enough. Impeach. In 2018, President Trump signed the groundbreaking First Step Act, a criminal justice bill will enact reforms that make our justice system fairer and help former inmates successfully return to society.
Not good enough. Impeach. The First Step Act's reforms addressed inequalities in sentencing laws that disproportionately harmed Black Americans and reformed mandatory minimums that created unfair outcomes.
Not good enough. Impeach. Over 90% of those benefiting from a retroactive sentencing reductions in the First Step Act are Black Americans.
Not good enough. Impeach. The First Step Act expanded judicial discretion in sentencing of non-violent crimes.
Not good enough. Impeach. The First Step Act provides rehabilitative programs and to inmates, helping them successfully rejoin society and not return to crime.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump increased funding for historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs, by more than 14%.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed legislation forgiving Hurricane Katrina debt that threatened the HBCUs.
Not good enough. Impeach. Made HBCUs a priority by creating the position of executive director of the White House Initiative on HBCUs.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump received the Bipartisan Justice Award at a historically Black college for his criminal justice reform accomplishments.
Not good enough. Impeach. New single-family home sales up 31.6% in October of 2019 compared to just 1 year prior.
Not good enough. Impeach. The poverty rate fell to a 17-year low of 11.8% under the Trump administration as a result of jobs-rich environment.
Not good enough. Impeach. Poverty rates for African Americans and Hispanic Americans have reached their lowest levels since the U.S. began collecting the data.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump signed a bill that creates 5 national monuments, expands several national parks, and adds 1.3 million acres of wilderness, and permanently reauthorizes the Land and Water Conservation Fund.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump's USDA committed more than $124 million to help rebuild rural water infrastructure.
Not good enough. Impeach. Consumer confidence and small business confidence at an all-time high, folks.
Not good enough. Impeach. More than 7 million jobs created since election.
That's not good enough. Impeach. More Americans are now employed than ever recorded before in our history.
Not good enough. Impeach. More than 400,000 manufacturing jobs created since his election.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump appointed 5 openly gay ambassadors.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump ordered his openly gay ambassador to Germany, Rick Grinnell, to lead a global initiative to decriminalize homosexuality across the globe.
Not good enough. Impeach. Through Trump's anti-trafficking coordination team, the AC Team initiative, federal law enforcement and more than doubled convictions of human traffickers and increased the number of defendants charged by 75% in ACT team districts.
Not good enough. Impeach. In 2018, Department of Justice dismantled an organization that was the internet's leading source of prostitution-related advertisements, resulting in sex trafficking.
Not good enough. Impeach. The Office of Management and Budget published a new anti-trafficking guide for government procurement officials to more effectively combat human trafficking.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump's Immigration and Customs Enforcement Homeland Security investigations arrested 1,588 criminals associated with human trafficking.
Not good enough. Impeach. United States law enforcement officers are collaborating with Mexican law enforcement officials to dismantle human trafficking networks operating across the U.S.-Mexico border.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump's Department of Health and Human Services provided funding to support the National Human Trafficking Hotline to identify perpetrators and give victims the help they need.
Not good enough. Impeach. That hotline identified 16,862 potential human trafficking cases and provided 14,419 referrals to services between October 2017 and March 2019.
Wow. Not good enough. Impeach. Trump's DOJ provided grants to organizations that support human trafficking victims, serving nearly 9,000 cases from July 1 of 17 till June 30 of 2018.
That's not good enough. Impeach. The Department of Homeland Security has hired more victim assistance specialists, helping ensure that victims have the proper resources and support.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump has called on Congress to pass school choice legislation so that no child is trapped in a failing school because of his or her zip code.
Not good enough. Impeach. The president signed funding legislation in September 2018 that increased the funding for school choice by $42 million, guys.
Not good enough. Impeach. The tax cuts signed into law by President Trump promote school choice by allowing families to use 529 college savings plans for elementary and secondary education.
Oh, that's not good enough. Impeach. Under his leadership, ISIS has lost more of their territory and it has been largely dismantled.
Not good enough. Impeach. ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was killed.
Not good enough. Impeach. Signed the Perkins CTE reauthorization since 2006, authorizing more than $1 billion for states each year to fund vocational and career education programs.
Not good enough. Impeach. Executive order expanding apprenticeship opportunities for students and workers.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump issued an executive order prohibiting the U.S. government from discriminating against Christians or punishing expressions of faith.
Not good enough. Impeach. Signed an executive order that allows the government to withhold money from college campuses deemed to be anti-Semitic and who fail to combat anti-Semitism.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump has ordered a halt to all U.S. taxpayer money going to the international organizations that fund or perform abortions.
That's not good enough. Impeach. Trump imposed sanctions on the socialists in Venezuela who have killed their citizens.
Not good enough. Impeach. Finalize new trade agreement with South Korea.
Not good enough. Let's impeach him. Made a deal with European Union to increase U.S. energy exports to Europe.
No, not good enough. Impeach. Withdrew the U.S. from the job-killing TPP deal.
No, not good enough. Impeach. Secured $250 billion in new trade and investment deals in China and $12 billion in Vietnam.
Not good enough. Impeach. Okayed up to $12 billion in aid for farmers affected by unfair trade retaliation.
Not good enough. Impeach. Has had over a dozen U.S. hostages freed, including those Obama could not get freed.
No, that's not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed the Music Modernization Act, the biggest change to copyright law in decades.
Not good enough. We're going to have to impeach him. Trump secured billions that will fund the building of a wall at our southern border.
Not good enough. Impeach. The Trump administration is promoting second chance hiring to give former inmates the opportunity to live crime-free lives and find meaningful employment.
That's not going to be good enough.
Nope.
Impeach. Because the Department of Education is expanding an initiative that allows individuals in prison to receive Pell Grants to better prepare themselves for the workforce.
Not good enough. Impeach. Department of Justice and Bureau of Prisons launched a new Ready for Work initiative to help connect employers directly with former prisoners.
That's not good enough. Impeach. President Trump's historic tax cut legislation included new opportunity zone incentives to promote investment in low-income communities all across the country.
Not good enough. Impeach. 8,764 communities across the country have been designated as opportunity zones.
Not good enough. Impeach. Opportunity zones are expected to spur $100 billion in long-term private capital investment in economically distressed communities across the country.
Not good enough. Impeach. President Trump directed the education secretary to end Common Core.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund into law.
Not good enough. Impeach. Trump signed measuring funding prevention programs for veteran suicide.
Not good enough. Impeach. Companies have brought back over $1 trillion from overseas because of the TCJA bill that Trump signed.
Not good enough. Impeach. Manufacturing jobs growing at the fastest rate in more than 30 years.
Not good enough. Impeach. Stock market has reached record highs.
Not good enough. Impeach. Median household income has hit the highest level ever recorded.
Not good enough. Impeach. African American unemployment is at an all-time low.
Not good enough. Impeach. Hispanic American unemployment is at an all-time low.
Not good enough. Impeach. Asian American unemployment is an all-time low.
Not good enough. Impeach. Women unemployment rate is at a 65-year low.
Not good enough. Impeach. Youth unemployment is at a 50-year low.
Not good enough. Impeach. We have the lowest employment rate ever recorded in history.
Not good enough. Impeach. The pledge to America's workers has resulted in employers committing to train more than 4 million Americans.
Not good enough. Impeach. 95% of the U.S. manufacturers are optimistic about the future, the highest ever.
Not good enough. Impeach, because as a result of the Republican tax bill, small businesses will have the lowest top marginal tax rate in more than 80 years.
Not good enough. Impeach. Record number of regulations eliminated that hurt small businesses.
Not good enough. Impeach. Signed welfare reform requiring able-bodied adults who don't have children to work or look for work if they're on welfare.
Not good enough. Impeach. Under President Trump, the FDA approved more affordable generic drugs than ever before in history.
Not good enough. Impeached because reformed the Medicare program to stop hospitals from overcharging low-income seniors on their drugs, saving seniors hundreds of millions of dollars this year alone.
Not good enough. Impeached. Signed the right to try legislation, which allows terminally ill patients to try any experimental treatment that wasn't allowed before.
Not good enough. Impeach. Secured $6 billion in new funding to fight the opioid epidemic.
Ooh, that's not good enough, Shady. We need to impeach. I might have lost where I am.
Signed VA.
Signed VA Choice Act and VA Accountability Act, expanded VA telehealth services, walk-in clinics, and same-day urgent primary and mental health care.
Not good enough. U.S. oil production recently reached all-time highs, so we are less dependent on oil from the Middle East.
Not good enough. Impeach. The U.S. is a net natural gas exporter for the first time since 1957.
That's not going to be good enough. Impeach. Drew the United States from the job-killing Paris Climate Accord in 2017. The same year, the U.S. still led the world by having the largest reduction in carbon emissions.
Not good enough. Impeach. NATO allies increased their defense spending because of his pressure campaign.
Not good enough. Impeach. Created Space Force, got it signed into law as the 6th branch of the military.
Not good enough. Impeach. Has his circuit court judges being confirmed faster than any other administration.
Not good enough. Impeach. Had his Supreme Court justices Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh.
Not good enough. Impeach Kavanaugh and impeach Trump.
Right. Impeach them all.
Moved U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem.
Oh, that's not going to be good enough. Impeach. Agreed to a new trade deal with Mexico and Canada that will increase jobs here and money coming in.
Nope, not good enough. Impeach. Reached a great breakthrough agreement with the EU to increase U.S. exports.
No, that's not good enough. Impeach. Imposed tariffs on China in response to China's forced technology transfer, intellectual property theft, that their chronically abusive trade practices has agreed to a Part 1 trade deal with China. Still negotiating part 2.
Not good enough. Impeach. Signed legislation to improve the National Suicide Hotline.
No, not good enough. Impeach. Signed the most comprehensive childhood cancer legislation ever into law, which will advance childhood cancer research and improve treatments.
Not good enough. Impeach. Another upcoming accomplishment to add, in the next week or two, Trump will be signing the first major anti-robocall law in decades called the Traced Act, Telephone Robocall Abuse, Criminal Enforcement, and Deterrence.
That's not going to be good enough. Impeach. Once it's law, the Traced Act will extend the period of time the FCC has to catch and punish those who intentionally break telemarketing restrictions. Bill also requires voice service providers to develop a framework to verify calls are legitimate before they reach your phone.
Not good enough. Impeach. The Traced Act also requires carriers to share tools and the ability to block spam callers with customers for free. It also changes the fine imposed on spam telemarketers from $1,500 to $10,000 per call. Earlier this year, Trump's FCC fined one robocall guy $120 million.
Not good enough. Impeach. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act signed into law by Trump doubled the maximum amount of the child tax credit available to parents and lifted the income limits so more people could claim it. It also created a new tax credit for other dependents.
Not good enough. Impeach. In 2018, President Trump signed into law a $2.4 billion funding increase for the Child Care and Development Fund, providing a total of $8.1 billion to states to fund child care for low-income families.
That's not good enough. Impeach. The Child and Dependent Care Tax Credit signed into law by Trump provides a tax credit equal to 20 to 35% of child care expenses. $3,000 per child, $6,000 per family, plus flexible spending accounts. FSAs also allow you to set aside up to $5,000 in pre-tax money to use for child care.
Nope. Nah. Impeach. Not good enough. In 2019, President Donald J. Trump signed the Autism Collaboration, Accountability, Research, Education, and Support Act into law, which allocates $1.8 billion in funding over the next 5 years to help people with autism spectrum disorder and to help their families.
That's not good enough. Impeach. In 2019, President Trump signed into law two funding packages providing nearly $19 million in new funding for lupus-specific research and education programs, as well an additional $41.7 billion in funding for the National Institutes of Health, the most lupus funding ever.
Not good enough. Impeach. So all of this is easy to verify if you search the keywords, and there's more too, guys. But check it out, guys. That was a big boom. I think we need to make sure we highlight, because you are the news now. We need to highlight these accomplishments because guess what? Nobody else is.
They're not talking about it. Like what we were speaking of right before we started this, there's 94 to 6%. This is what they're ignoring. This is why we felt like this was so important to read all of this today, because this is what the news is ignoring. They're ignoring that he's helping get people out of prison and onto the and into jobs. They're ignoring that he's helping with the homeless situation. They're ignoring that he's helping with the drug situation. They're ignoring he's helping with the opioid situation. Like, all of these things are doing what I would do if I were him.
Right.
You too, right? Like, isn't that the way you see it? Like, this is, if I were sitting there with the pen and I needed to make the choice, this is close to what I would do.
That's right.
I never felt that under Obama. I never felt that under Bush. Would you write down on the paper, bomb Iraq?
No.
Me neither.
Bomb Iran.
That was no name.
Yes, it was. You almost said his name. Bah!
I almost did let it out.
Look at this. So the president retweets of QAnon accounts, Shady. Are they to blame for the hate? Let's check this out.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Wait, but we have to be clear. We need a different tone starting in Washington. Okay.
Marie.
Yeah. I said that.
I mean, this guy is a clear black supremacist, hateful person, crazy, and decided, and President Trump is responsible?
I think a couple of things are true here. The first is that it's not just an isolated incident, unfortunately. We've seen a rise in anti-Semitic hate crimes here in New York and also in other parts of the country. That's not all President Trump's fault. Mm-hmm. I also will say that a lot of President Trump's...
Which one is his fault?
I will say that a lot of his rhetoric and him retweeting white supremacists, him encouraging conspiracy theories on QAnon and supported by people like David Duke, like this allows some people who feel anti-Semitic feelings or who feel racist feelings to feel like they have a supporter in the White House. His comments after Charlottesville are indicative of that. Doesn't mean it's his fault, but he should do better as the president.
Is the president anywhere around this?
No, I don't believe so. I think that oversimplifies the issue. And if I could bring up to that ancillary issue of the cash bail reform happening here in the city, because a lot of the New York City councilmen brought that up in their protestations of this event and the rise in anti-Semitic events happening. They basically said, look, for the last 2 years, we've been begging for more law enforcement. We've been begging for coverage, for security cameras, for et cetera. We have been ignored at every level. And now we have the mayor and the governor saying that something needs to be done. Meanwhile, the same gentlemen are now reforming bail so that 400 plus crime divisions or divisions of crime will have those defendants released on no cash and no bond bail. That is literally 25,000 that have already been released before the first, and that's 90% of criminal cases, including one of those women who committed those crimes, who punched two Jewish people in the face multiple times. This is absolutely a huge part of the problem, and quick distinction from New Jersey, which gives the judges themselves a bit of discretion. They can take into account public safety, like, for example, this woman who committed that anti-Semitic crime. In this state, no holds barred.
Wow. Very interesting stuff, guys. As you know, the attackers, they were black guys, just so you know.
And just also a little, I don't know. It's interesting to see this. They're creating exactly what it is they're complaining about, much like what's going on the boards. You're creating what you're complaining about, so therefore you can point to people who are not guilty and act like they're the ones who are causing the problem. Listen, this is the truth, and this is America, and this is part of why this is going to be a problem in the future. I don't care if you want to call it Sharia law. I don't care what you want to call your religious law. You can call it whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. When you're in America, you abide by American law, our law of the land, law of us together, not your religious law. It does not supersede the Constitution in this country. It does not give you rights. It does not prevent you from being prosecuted for things. I'm sorry, but your whole George Soros funded prosecutorial narrative is not going to last very long. And I just want to let other people out there who can relate to this to understand that these people who are here thinking that their laws prevent them or insulate them from the Constitution in America are dead wrong. And we have to stand up for that fact, because they're off the rails thinking that what they do doesn't matter, and it is a problem, and they are going to start attacking everyone because that's what their law tells them to do.
Yeah, very interesting.
They're programmed to hate.
Yes, and
they're not programmed to love like we are. We're programmed to love and cherish. That is a completely different mindset than the people who have been brought here who do not like us.
That's right.
Truth.
That's right. Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting too. Let's there's a Dan Scavino tweet today at 11:17 on December 31st. Star Wars, The Force. We may have to force this one, guys.
This impeachment is a farce.
Look at. Pretty interesting. Very interesting. Interesting work, Anon. Yes. Also, it looks like that false alarm was a redrop of the latest Q post. Maybe that could have been something where Q wants us to read it again. Let me get it over here. Oh, sorry. Whoop. Here we go. Shay, let's read the last Q post one more time. This is 3774.
Post 3774-12-29-19. The most recent Q drop says, if Russia didn't hack the DNC insider breach and U.S. intel supported Russia's breach claim. What does that tell you? The U.S. government under POTUS went through, still ongoing, a major remove/replace operation. Traders everywhere. Drain the swamp has real meaning. Mueller, impeachment, all meant to slow, delay, prevent.
I love that.
And prosecution of their crimes. Will new articles of impeachment be continually drafted in effort to hold as ammunition to prevent Senate hearings regarding Dem Party corruption? Moves and counter moves, and the silent war continues.
Boom.
Cute. Boom.
Yeah.
That looks to me like that's going to be their playbook. So, I would expect first time the House comes back, they're going to be giddy to do hearings for other articles of impeachment.
That's right. Yep.
Without sending these. I don't think they're going to send them, bro.
No, remember there's that Q post that said, why did Nancy Pelosi take impeachment off the table? So I'm with you. I'm with you on that, my friend.
And he hasn't officially been impeached until that thing is signed by the Senate. I don't care what anybody says.
Here's a cute little Happy New Year. Carly made that on Jib Jab, it looks like.
New Year in Russia?
Yeah, Russia New Year. This is my Happy New Year to all you guys, right? You guys are amazing. Happy New Year to all the Patriots and Anons worldwide. Happy New Year to Q, President Trump, the military, and all those fighting for our republic. God bless. Godspeed and God bless. Look at this, Shady. We got almost 700,006 views on this video.
And that's a censored number.
Yeah. That's amazing. It's amazing, right? So guys, look at this. This is G-Ming. Look at little Patriot drawing Q's. So this is Happy Truth and Love.
My car, kid.
2020 from Mini Anna Luca. My son, 11, the Netherlands. Q sent us. Look at that. How cute. That's that's what I'm going to do to your car, Shady.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a little Pepe in the windshield. Look at that. See the windshield right above the Q? It'll go right up, and it looks like a little Pepe going, huh? Love it. Great work. Great work. Also, let's check this out, folks. Look at this. What do you think of this? The Q is flying high in Camelot.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Nothing to see here.
Look at, she's beautiful, isn't she?
Well,
that's a beautiful flag right there, guys. Press 17 if you guys love that. Let me get my 17 here. Where is it? 17. We're way ahead. Look at that. I noticed we're like a minute ahead of you guys. You see my 17. Everybody's like, what? Why is Matrixxx posting 17? But look at that. That is amazing, folks. All things Q, guys.
2020 is going to be spectacular, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're out of this decade. We're into the light of the new decade. And, the beginning of the new century didn't start out so well with 9/11. And here we are 20 years later. And I think we're going to get a little bit of redemption whenever a lot of us thought that was going to be completely swept under the rug.
That's right.
There's a lot of pain coming for a lot of guilty people. And I have no empathy for them.
No, we want our country back, and we just want the truth. And there's going to be people that we thought we knew and loved, guys. Shady, By the way, it looks like our great JT Wild, Shady.
Yes.
Is there some? This is I Am a Patriot. It's a cover. Let's check it out. Oops. Hang on. Let me get it right here. Oh my gosh, here, Shady. I don't know what's going on. Shady.
Oh, there it is. Back up. Oh,
back up. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. JT Wild.
The river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous someday. I was walking.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, General Flynn family. Everybody.
He said, brother, tell me what's on your mind. I said, what I see with my eyes ain't what I feel in my soul. and we can't turn our backs this time. 'Cause I am a patriot, and I love my country, because my country is all that I know. I wanna be with my family, people who understand me, 'cause I got nowhere else to go. And the river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous someday. I was walking with my sister. She looked so fine. I said, tell me what's on your mind. She said, I wanna run like a lion, released from the cages, released from the rages, burning in my heart tonight. 'Cause I am a patriot, and I love my country, because my country is all that I know. I wanna be with my family, with people who understand me, 'cause I got nowhere else to go. And I ain't no communist, but I ain't no imperialist. And I ain't no socialist, but I ain't no capitalist. And I ain't no Democrat, but I ain't no Republican. I only know one party, that is freedom. 'Cause I am a patriot, and I love my country, because my country is all that I know. I wanna be with my family, people who understand me, 'cause I got nowhere else to go. And the river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous. The river opens for the righteous someday.
I am a patriot, and I love my country. JT Wild.
I love my country.
Wow, that was awesome, JT. Thank you for that gift. Amazing. And don't forget to get the Mike Flynn defensefund.org if you can. This is our last show of 2019, Shady.
Yes, it is, and what a year it has been, my friend. I tell you what, I couldn't ask for a better group to be with. I couldn't ask for a better partner in justice. I tell you that the country, the world, is all looking bright. The future is bright. Let's start painting it as a bright future instead of being convinced that they were going to take it over and destroy it.
That's right. I just tweeted that
all
out.
All of us together. We're in the same boat.
Yeah, we are. And Shady, I couldn't ask for a better partner in justice as well with you. This is why we fight, guys, for this flag right here, and for our children, our children's children, and their children, and their children's children. And it's amazing to finally have a voice, Shady. And you're the reason why I have a voice.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm glad that I helped get you out there.
Well, I guess that's it. That you did. You helped me get out there for sure. Let's take a quick look over at Real Donald Trump, see what we got before we make this a show, a wrap. I want to see what's going on over here. 2 hours ago, remember when Pelosi was screaming that President Trump is a danger to our nation and we must move quickly? We must move quickly, guys. Speed. They didn't get one Republican House vote and lost 3 Dems. They produced no case, so now she doesn't want to go to the Senate. She's all lies. The most overrated person I know. Read the transcripts again, Shady.
Read the transcripts.
Yeah, we read the transcripts for you guys. Right. Also, here he is signing the deal that we just talked about as well. Also, President Putin of Russia called to thank our president. Apparently, we informed Russia of a terrorist attack that was going to happen in St. Petersburg, and they were quickly able to apprehend the suspects, and many lives are being saved. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, it must be Russia.
Russia. Look here, not there.
Wait a minute. If Russia, wait. No, wait.
Wait.
If Russia was coming after us and we had to be scared of Russia, why in the world would we be telling them that they have attacks coming on their cities?
Right.
Wouldn't we encourage that?
Yeah, we would encourage that. I think. Right. Impeach. Impeach.
Instead, we're protecting them.
Impeach them.
Impeach. Yes, you got to play this. We got to get this one more time.
Very interesting.
Here we go.
Very interesting theory from our president that he has really good hearing. Some would say the best hearing ever.
Huh?
And he's never been able to hear a phone call when it wasn't on speakerphone from anybody. So let's just play with that for a second. Mom, can you hear me?
What do you want? I keep hearing all these things. What do you want?
All right. So if I were holding the phone here, I'm with Dana Bash. You know how you're always telling me to let her talk because she's so smart and I shouldn't say so much. Can you just say hello?
I want nothing. I want no quid pro quo.
Mom, she probably can't hear me. Mom, can you hear me?
If you weren't fake news, you'd cover it properly.
I'm talking to you. Say hello to Dana Bash.
Hi, Mrs. Cuomo.
No, not you. Not you.
How are you?
You are fake news. And your mother is voting for Trump?
All right. So I can't hear your mother, Chris.
Go home to mommy. Go home. Bye. Go home to mommy.
Love it.
Your mother's voting for Trump.
Go home to mommy. Oh my gosh. Impeach Santa. I love it.
Impeach Santa.
Oh my gosh. Drum roll, please. Oh, this is Frito. Okay, let's see what. This year's Frito. Chris Cuomo's 7 embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
You'll always be Frito with us.
Oh, look, he retweeted this again. Okay, that was December 29th. Okay, there we go. And this is retweeted that today. Retweeted that again today. Our prayers are with the families and the victims of the congregation of yesterday's church attack. It was over in 6 seconds, thanks to the brave parishioners who acted to protect 242 fellow worshipers. Lives were saved by these heroes, and Texas laws allowing them to carry arms. Be that guy, guys. Be that guy.
The idea there has to be a law to allow them to carry arms in a church is ridiculous.
Right.
There's a law that allows you to do that. It's called the Constitution.
It is. It's right.
It kind of precedes the law that you made to make the law that didn't have the law. It's the Constitution.
It is, Shady. You're absolutely right. It is in our Bill of Rights. It's our God-given rights, folks.
It's like, okay, make it more convoluted for people to understand.
Right. And with that, Shady, guys, Happy New Year. I love each and every one of you. And, here's our Trinity with the phone, Shady.
Well, it's been a great year with all of you. It's the end of 2019, but the beginning of 2020. We got like 11 months to get this country red-pilled. So I think that's going to be a big part of the process here. I think we got some stuff with Julian Assange coming up. I think we got some stuff with General Flynn coming up in the
Rogers.
short term. And we got more articles of impeachment. So impeach comes
not
45.
Good enough. Impeach, Shady. With that, guys, this would be our newspaper. Here we go. We are the news now. You are the news now.
a stop to their pillaging and their plundering and their hoaxes. The radical Democrats' policies are crazy, their politicians are corrupt, and they know they can't win on election day, so they're pursuing an illegal, invalid, and unconstitutional bullshit impeachment.
Guys, thank you very much for joining. Happy New Year. Happy Q Year. 2020 is going to bring some major pain, folks. Be ready. Enjoy yourselves tonight. Be safe. A lot of precious cargo out there. Be very, very safe, guys. Much, much love. Love you all. See you next year. Peace.